Shalom, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, great millstone that taught us this word. I want to talk about how our salvation is nearer than when we believed, and how it's high time to wake out of sleep. And you see these prophecies come to pass out here in California. You've been having these wildfires all over the place, and the smoke from those fires has caused the sky to turn like a darkish, amberish color. It's real like dreary and gloomy. Like this amberish sky. Like it'll be 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. and it'll look like dusk. Look like it's dark out. It's just real gloomy, setting. A lot of people call it like a apocalyptic type feel, But yeah, I got this article out of the Daily Wire. It's entitled "Trump Reveals U.S. Has Secret Nuclear Weapon Capabilities." Russia don't even know it exists. So they're boasting about their weapons systems, their technology. Gearing up for this World War III. Two woes have passed. One's quickly, the last will come quickly. It represents World War III. The United States put sanctions, like Iran, that want to develop nuclear weapons, but here they're boasting about, their upgraded nuclear technology. Talking about weapons that Russia and China don't know about. But Russia has weapons that USA don't know about. So that lake of fire is coming. Everybody's upgrading the weapons. They're beating their plowshares and the swords. They know that time is coming. You don't want to be a part of that nuclear fire, that hellfire, that lake of fire, as the scriptures talk about. You want to be delivered out of that. You got to fight that good fight of faith and continue on in this truth, man, because we're right at the doorstep, man. The prophecies are passing day by day. There's a new event going on. That chip, the microchip, the RFID chip is right around the corner. Elon Musk, that guy, is getting closer and closer to making that Neuralink, so they can release that microchip as early as next year. It's looking like that way, possibly. Our salvation is nearer than we believed. Lord willing, we're all part of that elect 144,000 that will get delivered from that nuclear destruction. That will be safe from the time of Jacob's trouble. These concentration camps, these race riots. Everybody got swords in their hands now. Like with that riot, or that incident that happened up in Kenosha. It's going to happen on a more vast scale. Every city is going to be like that. Dudes running around with AKs, guns, gunning people down, gunning Jakes down. Those militias out here. So you got to pray that you're part of that elect, and your angel will keep you safe in that day. But yeah, this article was dated September 9th, 2020. Trump reveals U.S. has secret nuclear weapon capabilities that Russia, China don't even know it exists. President Donald Trump revealed to author Bob Woodward that the U.S. has cutting-edge nuclear weapons capabilities that are so secret that America's enemies don't even know that they exist. A claim that Woodward said he confirmed with sources. I have built a weapons system that nobody's ever had in this country before, Trump told Woodward. We have stuff that you haven't even seen or heard about. We have stuff that Putin and Xi have never heard about before. There's nobody. What we have is incredible. National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien was asked about the revelation during a Fox News interview on Wednesday night. Well, look, I'm not going to get into what he's talking about, O'Brien told Fox News anchor Bret Baier, but you can rest assured that the men and women who manufacture our weapons and who have always had us on the cutting edge, whether it was back in the old days of the F-17 F-117 Nighthawk, to the B-2 bomber, to the F-22, the F-35. We're always on the cutting edge and we have always got something out there that our adversaries don't know about. The president didn't talk about any specific weapon systems, O'Brien continued, but you can rest assured that we can protect the United States of America against any foe, any threat that's out there, because of the excellent manufacturing that we do here, the research and development that we do here, and the fine men and women, servicemen and women who man those platforms. But yeah, I believe, the U.S. does have secret weapons that we don't know about, these black budgets, they create, like DARPA, they got like the Iron Man suits, scriptures talk about newly created creatures, so they got that genetic splicing going on. But yeah, he's revealing that he has this nuclear weapons capability. They enhance their nuclear weapons. There's no reason why they're doing that. They're not doing that for no reason. But they're going to shoot off those missiles. This is Romans 13:11, and that, knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep. Yet knowing that everybody's upgrading the weapons, that nuclear destruction is prophesied in the scriptures. Lake of fire. Days shall come that shall burn as an oven. So we know that day is going to come. So what now? Now it's a time, high time, to wake out of sleep. For now our salvation nearer than when we believed. Yeah, so whatever thought the end of the world will be, and whatever date that you may have been picturing is closer. It's closer than that date. We don't know the exact date, but for now our salvation is nearer than we believed, and we know that through all these prophecies that are coming up. 2020 was a crazy year. 2021 is going to be even crazier. So you got to wake up out of sleep, man. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Yeah, put on that armor of light. Get into this truth, this knowledge, this word, and this faith. Put on that faith. Breastplate of righteousness. The helmet of salvation. These scriptures, this truth. You got to put on that whole armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, chambering and wantonness, not in strife or envy. Not only strife, envying other brothers. You gotta have discipline in this truth, man. You gotta have all type. You gotta have discipline, man. You gotta carry yourself in a respectful manner, in a disciplined manner when you come into this truth. We have rioting, drunkenness, out on the street drunk. We go drunk in other philosophies, But put ye on the Lord Yahushai, and make not provision for the flesh, to fulfill the lusts thereof. Yeah, but it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. You gotta know, you gotta measure out the time diligently. You gotta measure out the time that we're in, Next scripture is Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of the Lord is near, it hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. And what is the day of the Lord? These nuclear missiles, man. When these missiles get shot off, that lake of fire, the mighty man's gonna cry there bitterly, man. It's the day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness, desolation, and a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. So if you think the days look gloomy now with all these wildfires, you can imagine all these mushroom clouds, man, that go off, man. It's gonna be a dark day. It's gonna be a day of death, A day of the trumpet, an alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, and they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. So they have that destruction is for the 2/3 in these other nations, man. These 2/3 that sinned against the Most High, that refuse to get right. The Most High flat out just doesn't want to save. They're gonna be poured out as dust, man. Their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung, man. Great, terrible day of the Lord, man. Time of Jacob's trouble, man. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall even make a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Yeah, the Lord, their silver or the gold or money is not going to be able to deliver you in that day, man. The bomb bunkers, they're going to fry up in the bunkers. Yeah, you're going to have certain elites that are going to hide in the mountains, but the Most High is preserving those elites, because the men of the Lord, the elect, the Most High is going to use his elect men to get those men, those elites that are going to be hiding out in the mountains, that are going to be hiding out in the ocean, they're going to be hiding out in space, the space station, Leviathan is going to get the ones that are down in the sea, man. So your money, your gold is not going to be able to deliver you. If you're slated to die in that day, you're going to die. You're slated to go into slavery. If it's your lot to be preserved and go into slavery, one of these elites out here, you're going to go right into slavery, man. Yes, it's neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. What is the fire of his jealousy? It said the whole land, that lake of fire. That's why they say it's going to look like a lake of fire, because the whole land is going to be engulfed with flames from these nuclear missiles, man. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. So you don't want to take part in that great day of the Lord, man. The terrible day of the Lord, man. The day of terrible, the day of distress, the day of wasteness and desolation, man. You don't want to take part in that. So, like what it says in Romans, man, you gotta know in the time. You gotta know the time you're living in, and now is the high time to wake out of sleep. So if the Spirit is calling you, man, you gotta take heed to that Spirit. You gotta take heed to this word, man, and get right. Because now it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. But yeah, with that, shalom.